Hey friends, Dustin here. You're watching the Life of Lynn channel. Thank you guys so much. Today I've come to an important realization. I've got too many gosh dang projects everywhere, not finished. So we need to start knocking some stuff out and clean it up a little bit, because when that new shop gets built out at the property, we got a lot to move. A lot. Heck, that scrap wood over there, that's probably worth like 10 grand. Who knows? So today I got to get some stuff out of the way. The first thing on that list is a 69 Camaro that I brought home. Today we're going to jump in on this thing right away and give it its first wash in 18 years. See how gross it is. Maybe peel the carpet back, see if the floors are rotted through, and get our parts list together of what we need to do to fix this thing up and get it to be a reliable daily. Reliable semi-daily. Let's jump right into it. Oh yeah, oh, that's still disgusting. Gonna have to put some more fuel in my fuel tank. I'm sure that's empty. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. I should probably buy a battery, but those are expensive. Not gonna do that either. Well, maybe eventually. I know the water pump's completely rotted out. That's gonna be on my parts list. Some other little this and that things. Try to get this carburetor fixed up and see if we can't get this motor running good. Worst case scenario, we're gonna pull the heads, do valve seals, and just do a whole valve job and everything on those too. So that's kind of where we're at, but we need to get this cleaned up. I'm not going to start opening stuff on the engine when 10 pounds of crud's going to fall into it. Plus this stuff sitting on the paint's really not good for it, and I think the paint is going to be really savable. It's got a lot of light scratches in it, but for the most part the car looks pretty good. I'm going to brush all the big chunks off, come over here, I'm going to grab my pressure washer, the cheapest one they had at the store. 2600 psi though. And then we're gonna blast this thing. Good to go. I changed my mind. The first thing I'm going to do is drive this thing over to the dumpster and throw some stuff out. Now some of the stuff is personal belongings, which of course we will be saving that stuff, but there's just a lot of junk in here. Empty bottles of tranny fluid for one. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Notorious amount of old spark plugs in here. Oh, and they're slightly damp. All of them are used. We'll trash all those. This appears to be, was, a brand new AC Delco blower motor. A little rust on it, but bearings still seem fine. Maybe that still works. I'll give you a better view of the trunk. It is, it's wet in here. It's physically wet. So it's also really gross. I got all the heavy stuff out of here. Let's fold this black AstroTurf out of the way. That ain't factory. And look at our rust situation. Yeah, it's got it. Whoa. It's got a rust you can feel it. I don't entirely know what all this stuff is. Some of it's like metal particles and rust. Some of it's not. Ouch, it's sharp. The good news is, I don't see any daylight. It's gross, but it's savable, I think. Let's check this side. Oh, good, we got mold. Mold and rust and rust and mold and rust. Goodbye. Oh no. Oh, the 6x9s fell down. What is that? An audio box. We're gonna just do a little removal of that for now. We'll put that in the save parts pile over here. Found some good stuff. Yeah, so that's all water. Luckily we don't salt the roads here in Colorado, because this sucker would be toast. Alright, it's good enough for now. It's gonna get a little bit wetter when we clean all this junk out. In fact, I bet this is the reason why it is wet. Seal needs to be replaced, and all this dirt's just letting the water go right on in here. Trees are hard on things. Protect things from UV light, but overall, it ruins it. Spare tires. Why'd they quit putting them in cars? Cars are too heavy. Gotta lighten them up. 40-pound tire is too much for them now. Well, what do you say we go into the interior and throw away the rest of the spark plugs that are used? A lot of important paperwork that we're gonna save, obviously. Found something pretty cool here. This must be the price his parents paid for this thing. Wow, 7,000 bucks. Running and driving at a car lot. This right now, broken, sitting here, is probably worth twice that. Used car values, they've gone up, especially classics. If you got a classic, either sell it or hold on to it. Not a good time to buy. Well guys, I got all the junk out of there, organized the paperwork, and got it stored safely. Took the excess tools and stuff out, and got those boxed up. So now we have a pretty blank canvas. I'm obviously not going to clean this thing today on the inside, because it's going to take some time. It's bad. The cardboard boxes were just disintegrating into powder, and I think the ants were eating them. Yeah, there's a lot of ants in there. So we're going to stop there on the inside. Get this outside hosed off. Really freshen it up a little bit. Good news is I found a fairly wind-free spot between all these campers, so you guys can really enjoy the sound of the pressure washer now. What I got in here is a mixture of Simple Green, Dawn dish soap, and water. It's pretty good at cutting the crud. Doesn't cost as much as all that canned stuff at the auto parts store. Let that sit on there for a minute. We'll hose her down. paint is it's a little rough now that we've washed it off. You can definitely see all the little tiny scratches everywhere. But it does have clear coat, so we could wet sand this and buff it all out, play bar it maybe, and see what we can do. This door, that's really bad, and that thing's rough. This door was blue. Must have been a replacement, because this is the only part of the car that I found that is blue, and it had bodywork on it too, so I might try to find a replacement door. Because the work I'd have to put into this and the repainting, I might as well just try to find a door and paint it. I don't think I'm going to paint it. Have you seen my $29 paint job video? Yeah, I better leave this one to the professionals. I got some folks here in town that could take care of that on a budget. And this spot on the roof as well. But other than that, the car is looking a lot better. I think it's happier that it's been cleaned off and got most of the tree debris off of it. It's looking great. This front end, well, speaks for itself. No words necessary for that. Next time, guys, I'm going to dive into the motor on this thing. We're going to start taking some stuff apart and see what's all wrong, why it's been fouling plugs constantly. That's why it got parked. And probably take that carburetor off and stick it with some screwdrivers. And I should probably not take it apart. I'm not good at carburetors, I'll be honest. Maybe a Holley EFI system? I don't know, guys. I got to see if this is a numbers matching car. I doubt it is. If it is, I'll probably want to keep it stock. If it's not, why not like a Holley EFI sniper kit or something on it? That'd be cool. Hey Holley, you have other people out here. Help us out. Thanks guys so much for watching today. God bless you. We'll see you next time.